was a farm with a paddy field. I mean, Imphal itself doesn't have paddy fields right in.
Right. But I mean, was the action considered part of the Battle of Imphal, or it was just Burma campaign?
It was definitely one of them. There were a lot of them going on.
So you were picked up by an American field ambulance, is that correct?
Well, the first two, when the COs saw me fall down, he was watching the whole thing back in the beginning, the hedge where we took off from, with glasses, and he saw what happened, and he detailed. And when I fell, and this is a bad thing, all the other Indian troops stopped and walked back. They weren't going to go without me.
Right.
So.
Were you on foot, Danny?
So the next thing is.
Were you on foot or were you on motorcycle at that point?
I was on foot. I was walking through a paddy field. And it was flat.
And what were you advancing on in that paddy field? What were you trying to accomplish?
Well, we knew that there was a regiment of, the head of the Japanese army was approaching this particular farmyard. We knew about it.
So you were trying to take the farmyard or take that guy?
Trying to meet up with the
engage the Japanese.
Engage the Japanese and make them go back. And in fact, I saw the Japanese get out of his trench and make a run for it. Which is
Out of his trench?
Out of the trench.
So when you were advancing, did you leave from woods or trench, or where had you been immediately before?
Kind of a typical farmyard they have down there, and there was a hedge all around it, and we all lined up behind that hedge so the Japanese wouldn't see us.
And who was we? Who else was there?
And we just lurched forth and walked, got a certain amount of fire from left and right and everything, and the troops were going fine, and all of a sudden I got hit.
So
how I got hit, I don't know.
But right before that, you were with your platoon, with a group?
Company.
How many?
Company commander.
How many?
Normally there are about 100 people in the company.
Well, how many were there that time?
Probably about 60, 70.
And mostly Indian?
All Indian, yeah.
Except for you?
Except for me, yeah.
Okay. So the CO back at who saw this happen, was he Indian or British?
British.
Okay. And what was his name? You remember?
Bryson, was it? I don't remember that one.
So is he a colonel?
He's a lieutenant colonel, all battalion commanders are lieutenant colonel.
So there were other troops, Indian troops, behind you, is that right?
I don't know, we'd been delivered to this farmyard by truck.
Okay.
And poured out of it, and we were told to line up behind this hedge, and that's the direction we want to go. They made it very clear where I was supposed to take these.
And this is Bryson
It was right across the paddy fields.
Right.
I said, the only thing I can do is spread them out, let's hope they don't all get machine gun.
Right. And were you hit by a machine gun, you think? Or just an ordinary bullet?
I carried, I didn't carry anything except a pistol.
Well, how are you supposed to fight?
Because I'm behind other troops that's supposed to be directed by me. And there was
What,
plenty
so were you
machine
hit
gun.
by machine
I
gun
think
fire?
I may, as it come to think of it, I may have had what you call the guns that the police have in,
Like a 38?
Smith and Wesson?
No, they're British.
a small, quick firing.
Automatic pistol?
Yeah.
Semi-automatic?
Somewhere between a pistol and a rifle anyway.
Right.
And
So-
of course when I got hit, it fell down on the ground.
Were you hit by machine gun fire or a rifle, do you know?
I think by a rifle, because I saw a guy just get up and make a run for it.
From ahead of you or in
From
the?
ahead of me, yeah.
So a sniper, you think it was a
'Cause
sniper?
They got as far as they could get, because we were too strong for them.
So the other troops, did they also get hit?
Well, many other people got hit on that particular run.
Right,
But
so-
the Japanese withdrew, and this is as far as they got.
Right.
And when they
Far-
withdrew,
and
of course,
far
we
as
were
they
able
got-
to advance.
Where? Do you remember where?
Do I remember where?
Yeah, when you say as far as they got, they had advanced, you pushed them back, basically. Where that happened?
Oh, we'd advanced about 200 yards, I suppose.
From a position
From
in a
from
farmhouse.
Where we started the whole thing, yeah.
Right.
Big flat paddy. You can only operate in a country like that in the dry season, otherwise. you just
Was it
sit out
muddy?
Your neck in mud.
Yeah. Was it muddy?
No, it's perfect. From the
So-
point of view of being dry and comfortable to walk on.
So who picked you up?
The troops panicked.
Panicked?
And ran back.
The Indian
Especially
troops.
The CEO was so bloody mad at them. He ordered them back, a group of two, to go and pick me up. And of course they did. They were good friends of mine, and they liked me, and I liked them.
And who were they? Do you know?
I can't remember their names.
All right, so they picked you up and brought you back behind the
I think one
line.
was a sergeant major and another was a private.
So
Two
what
people.
happened?
They just picked me up, dragged, pulled, got me back. We had a navigated ditch, which wasn't much help, and a hedge.
Were you conscious the whole time?
Sort of half conscious, only half. It's only when they got me into the farmyard where the whole thing started. I started being, what do a lot of people start, they start shouting when they get wounded or something, you know, and they find that they're dead, they're still alive, they're so pleased about it, they start yelling. Well, I think I was one of those.
You started yelling.
I was yelling.
Were there a lot of other troops wounded at that
And
point?
battalion was right there. It was battalion headquarters, for Christ's sake.
Well,
And the Americans, God bless them, had an ambulance in case of accidents available.
So that you were taken in the American
And I
ambulance.
remember having a nice chat with the guy who was driving an American. Told him that my parents lived in Washington DC and all of it. So they took rather special care of me, I must
So,
admit.
so they took you where?
They took me to the nearest place where I
Hospital.
could get treatment for the blood that was all over the place.
Okay, were other troops wounded at the same time, or were you the only one who was shot?
I think at that particular effort, I was the only one that was shot. Then they got another officer, an Indian guy, he saw exactly what happened, and he was told by the commanding officer, "Well, here's your chance to prove yourself as a company commander." And he set forth, having seen what happened, and you could see the Japanese were receding. And they got as far as they could get, and they were running as fast as we were chasing them.
So he got your your glory. So, okay, so you're in the hospital now. You're taken by an American ambulance to a field hospital or a regular hospital?
To a field hospital.
Okay. So they treat you in the field
And-
hospital.
A very efficiently run military hospital under canvas. And they realized that I couldn't be just picked up, thrown in an ambulance and sent on a 20-mile run to Calcutta or something. So they kept me there, and I got better and better and better under the treatment of those doctors at that
And that was an English field hospital or American?
American.
So then you were transferred to a
To give
regular.
you an idea, they wanted an operating table. They dig 2 trenches close together and use the table space in front for the table. And they covered it with everything. And they took all these
Is that what they did
things
with
out
you?
of me. I mean, I had all sorts of stuff. Because
So they
bullet-
removed all the shrapnel, knocked you
bullet-
out and took part of your lung, right?
The bullet, we used to carry these big vouchers, big tins full of ammunition to fill your rifle or your machine gun or whatever.
Right.
And I always carried one because it made me look like a soldier rather than an officer. That was
Have
standard
they
procedure.
exploded in the, when you
And
were
it
shot?
hit one of those things and it really spread it all, but knocked me out. I still have the scar there today.
So you were put under anesthesia and they operated on you, is that right?
Well, they looked other things over very carefully before they did any operating. But the quiet, I was shouting and very excited when all this happened. I wasn't that clunky, I couldn't speak. So they knocked me out with something, and I don't remember getting into a truck, took me back to